I'm looking at the graph of the show in terms of statistics. This podcast, 495, casting celebrities worldwide, C4CW, casting 495 celebrities worldwide. That's because we're celebrities and we're casting ourselves worldwide. Ha ha! Some of y'all didn't figure that out. You're probably like, man, what's casting 495 celebrities worldwide? I've interviewed Hollywood stars with my lovely co-host. We were having a conversation the other night about media and what's going on. By the way, her documentary is about to be out, and it's going to be a big fucking deal. It's going to be great, man. She's put a lot of work into that production, and she did it mostly by herself, like 99% pretty much by herself. Ordinarily, you would have an entire crew. I help with marketing and advertising, publicity, PR, somewhat. Other than that, man, and the camera guy that helped her out. I mean, and then, of course, the donors, people who donated to her project. Man, the donors that she did and has had, man, her project is going to be significant because it's a part of American, Japanese, and world history. And it's going to be fucking tight. So, anyway, casting 495 celebrities worldwide. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your boy, OSGOE, one Sir Grove of EVT and England, because I am of English heritage. So, just in case you want to know, my grandfather was an Englishman. People are like, yo, what do you mean England? Yeah, I'm English. I'm Anglo-Saxon. Half of me is white, Caucasian, Anglo-Saxon, and I am of European American history. So I'm sorry, European American ancestry. So in that, today's topic, man, playlists, music. What the fuck are you listening to? What the fuck are people listening to? I'm looking at this cop. He's out doing his job, you know, tracking people with his speedometer, his LiDAR, his laser radar. Yeah, you know, they got to get the money, you know, they got to get that revenue. It's an important, integral, you know, part of society, just like tow truck companies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting those fucking speeders, those people that go a few miles over the speed limit. And then, of course, you know, getting those people, man, that, you know, park their cars and shit in places where, you know, it's sometimes quite vague and, you know, there really isn't a fucking sign, but the dude's smoking a cigarette and he's like, you should have read the sign, man. You should have read the sign. You know, by the way, man, if you're not familiar with towing laws, I'm not giving any kind of legal or business advice. One of the things that's interesting about the big city and the fuckery that goes on in terms of like tow truck companies and shit, society's fighting back. There is legislation underway to make it illegal for tow truck companies, that is towing companies, to tow a vehicle in certain areas unless the towing company can get the owners of the establishment. So like, let's say it's a club. Let's say it's a restaurant. Let's say it's some type of food and beverage venue, right? Like a lounge, a club, a diner, wherever people are hanging out, drinking, eating, drinking, right? Someone's drinking responsibly, like 1 or 2 drinks or whatever the law is in that jurisdiction, right? And has his or her car parked. Instead of the fucking towing piece of shit motherfucker who's like bending and breaking the laws to like make a buck, to like tow some cars and shit, when that person doesn't really have the legal like authority to do so, right? But we'll do it anyway and then like make up some fucking story. Now they're going to make it, these people who are like legislating to change the law, now they're going to make it where that dude can't do that shit unless he's called the property owners, the property managers, property management, and has said, hey, yo, I'm a towing motherfucker, and yo, this car is parked at this place. And this is on a weekend too. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, whenever, right? And ordinarily, like, he'd make a buck fucking with someone towing their car and shit, just giving them a hard time, right? Well, now they're gonna have to call the property owners and be like, yeah, there's a car, and of course they're not gonna answer the fucking phone. They're not going to answer the fucking phone. Just like automation is taking over and a lot of people are being displaced because of automation in society, you're going to see that in the towing industry as well. Because that shit they've been doing, man, not every towing company, not every tow truck driver, obviously, if you're a property owner and you own a property and someone's parked their fucking car on your property and it says, yo, man, you can only be here for like 2 hours, you know what I mean? And then you gots to go, right? And then that car's been there like for a day, like beyond that shit or whatever. You're like, yo, man, people need to park here. I'm losing business. So you got to get the fucking car towed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I weigh all sides. I look at, but then you have the unscrupulous, that is the unruly tow truck drivers that are just fucking with people and doing shit illegally. And you know that shit's fuckery. So there are laws now being enacted to stop those motherfuckers from doing that shit. So it's going to put a dent in their business, man, in their industry. So that's something that's new. How many podcasters do you hear talking about that? You see, I cover a wide range of topics, and that's why this show has gained traction, and it's taken flight, and it's taken off. That's why I thank you, the audience, for tuning in. If you are a fan of this show, if you support this show, that is yours truly, OSGOE Once or Grow, we, that is 495, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. So, playlists. I did mention playlists, right? So I've been taking some notes here in terms of what I've been listening to lately. Been listening to a lot of Asian music, man. Asian pop music, K-pop, hip-hop, rap from Asia, as I always have. But I've ramped it up, man, because it's getting fucking better and better and better than ever. So I jotted down a few tracks off my playlist. I've been listening to a lot of Madonna, man, and I've talked about this. I mean, Madonna is perpetual on my playlist. Like, she's forever and always on my playlist, and in the top, like, 10 on my playlist, like, of all time, man. Like, I play Madonna tracks, like, on a daily basis. Because I don't listen to auto-tune. I don't listen to Jakes who fucking have auto-tune on their voices. That's not music. It's noise. And someone can argue to the contrary that it's art. It's not. Someone can claim that it's art because art is subjective in one's mind and that person's opinion. In my opinion, fuck that shit. That shit is noise and it's not even fucking for real. So I don't listen to anything auto-tune. Auto-tune is bullshit. And not an art form. It's a garbage form. It's a form of garbage. I.e., that is, it's a form of refuse. That is trash. So anyone using the trash effect on their fucking voice, dismissed, okay? You're not even close to being on my playlist. My playlist consists of music. Auto-tune isn't fucking music. So, on my list, you have Madonna, Into the Groove. I was just playing Into the Groove. You see, when I roll differently than other cats, man. In 2019, on my playlist, Madonna, Into the Groove is at the top. Look, I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Literally, like by hand, penciled this shit on my fucking notepad. It says, Into the Groove, Madonna. All right? So, Madonna, not only am I listening to a lot of Madonna, and have I in the past, like, 15, 20 years, past decade of having been in college at multiple universities, because, man, I learned when you step away from, like, that whole, like, culture of, like, motherfuckers that are just, like, wilding out and, like, just being fucking ignorant, just doing stupid shit, right? When you're like, okay, I'm in a different frame of mind now, man. I'm in a professional setting, white collar and shit, like college educated, like doing shit that people are supposed to do, right? You're like, you know what? In hindsight, all that shit, man, that we were listening to back in the 90s, some of it is timeless. Some of it to this day is better than ever, actually. But some of it is just fucking banal. It's just banal and just banter. And we used to say Bammer. Just give me some of that. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. Got to think about it for a second. Was the name of the group 151? Was it 151? Just give me some of that something weed. Don't smoke that shit in the SSC. Just give me something. What was the song, man? Who, man? Come on, someone. Man, I'm going to have to look that up. The song is called Bammer. Bammer Weed. Hold up. Bammer. Bammer Weed. Hold up. Bammer. This is just a memory that just like flashed into my mind, man. Hold up. Fucking, man, I've noticed that some of these search engines are fucking Bammer nowadays. RBL Posse, yeah. RBL Posse. Like, R is in Romeo, B is in Bravo, L is in Lima. Let's see, you can find it on YouTube. 346, 1992. I was still in high school. Man, I was a youngin'. I was a youngster. Man, that song, hold up. I want to see these lyrics here. Because, okay, hold up. Bammer Weed, lyrics. Something. RBL Posse, don't give me no Bammer Weed. Okay, yeah, okay, that's what it was. Don't give me no, okay, all right. Don't give me no Bammer Weed. What does it say? With the program, just smoke that dank. We don't smoke that shit in the SFC. Oh, okay. You know what? I never knew that shit. When we used to fucking smoke weed, we used to drink, you know what I'm saying? Incoming call from we're in New York. This. But yeah, man, that was the chorus and shit. And that song is classic. That's a classic song, Bammer Weed by RBL. Check it out, man. RBL, Bammer Weed. Because, man, some of these motherfuckers nowadays is just straight Bammer. You know what, man? That's the word of the fucking day. That's the word of the motherfucking day now that I think about it, because I wanted to cast yesterday the following what I'm about to podcast. I want to let you know, man, I came up with a little bit of a structure for a format here. I came up with a little format, and it goes like this. So I'd start off with, okay, so like 1 through 10, in terms of like the format of a show for this podcast. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to stick to this. I'm saying like, this is an idea that I sketched yesterday. Just like I'm going to read off the rest of my play. You know what? Let me just read off the playlist. So, Into the Groove Madonna, because that's real 80s shit. And 80s are for fucking ever. So, number 1, Into the Groove. Number 2, Brenda Russell, Piano in the Dark. Man, I've heard Piano in the Dark probably like 50 times, literally, legit. Like, played it like, not like one time after another, but I'm saying, man, in the past like month, I've played Brenda Russell, Piano in the Dark probably like 50 times and shit. Straight up, man. You know why? It's real music. Real fucking music. So, let's make that distinction and let's differentiate here. Auto-tune, fake music, not real art, no talent, talentless motherfuckers, rejects, Bammer ass niggas. Okay? So, just a bunch of noise. Just a cacophony of nothing. Some shit for brains ass, rat ass, bastard ass niggas. So, now that we've made that distinction, Brenda Russell in the Dark, Piano in the Dark by Brenda Russell is one of the most beautiful songs ever crafted. Dude. When I, you know, growing up in the Pacific Northwest on the West Coast, before I traveled here to the East, they used to have on TV these commercials back, you know, in the days of TV and shit, before the George Orwell telescreen, which is the internet. Back before the internet, on TV, there would be these like 80s classics, right? It'd be like 80s classics. And they would have like, you could buy like 80s classics volume like 7, right? And they would have all these different sound bites and all these different snippets of these different songs. Okay, so at the top of that shit, one of the songs that they would use to promote those types of those types of collections, one of them would be Okay, they go, you go, I go. That's how it goes. See? One person, the next. Okay, right. So let's get that shit figured out. Okay, I'm just talking to this person, this motorist in traffic in front of me. It's like, I'm sure today's her very first day out on the road. Right. So, at any rate, they would use Brenda Russell, Piano in the Dark, as one of the promotional songs. So like, you'd hear a few seconds of, like, Brenda Russell, Piano in the Dark. You'd hear some Kenny G, right? And so, dude, come on, y'all. Man, if you don't know the song that I'm talking about, please go to YouTube and listen responsibly and bring up Brenda Russell, Piano in the Dark, and play the whole fucking song. Like, don't play part of it, dude. Just play the whole fucking song. All right, we're talking about a master fucking piece. That's real music. Capiche? These niggas nowadays is so bammer. So, then, Laura Branigan. Laura Branigan is on my playlist. Laura Branigan is actually number 3 on my playlist. Back to Madonna. I've been going between Borderline, Into the Groove. Like I said before, the stuff that Madonna did from the Immaculate Collection album, motherfucking masterpiece, dude. I mean, man, for real, like, these niggas that say that they listen to music, they ain't really listening to music, dude. It's not really, truly fucking music. I mean, you can say anything is music. Saying that auto-tune is music and that you're a musical artist using auto-tune on your voice like the Migos do, fucking Jakes. You could say that rock on the ground in the playground, like where there's like a rock on the ground, like earth, like rock. You could say that rock is music too. Hey, that rock right there on the ground, that's music in my mind because I'm an artist and I'm saying that rock is musical. Who are you to tell me that it's not music? Right? That's the Migos, dude. Fucking Jakes. Fucking Jakes. Man, you know what? I fucking despise the Migos, dude. They're stupid motherfuckers, man. They are. That's my opinion. That's not allegedly. That's fucking for real. Those dudes are fucking Jakes. And I said that. Talking shit about Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bone Thugs and Harmony harmonizes. You know what that means? You know what that means, you fucking Jakes? That actually means music. Bone Thugs and Harmony harmonize. Y'all niggas, y'all Migos, you motherfuckers don't know anything about music. You really don't. All you know is how to take a fucking auto-tune machine, which is a shit fan, and put a shit fan on your fucking voice, and you think you sound cool. You might sound cool to a bunch of fucking losers who have subscribed to you, bunch of fucking lousy motherfuckers who don't know anything about real music. Yeah, who don't know what real fucking music is. You might sound cool to them, but you don't sound cool to One Sir Grove, cause you ain't making real fucking music. You're making shit stain sounds. Yeah, and that's real fucking talk. And that's my fucking opinion. You motherfuckers don't know shit about real fucking music. And you're not the greatest rap group of all time. You're one of the worst fucking rap groups, so-called rap groups of all time. What you know about Laura Branigan, motherfucking Migos? Huh? What you know about Brenda Russell? Huh? What you know about Shannon Give Me Tonight and Let the Music Play? What you know about Martica? Huh? The original Toy Soldiers before Eminem used it as a sample for his track, which is also dope. You see the irony? Eminem's dope. Martica's dope. She's the one that came out with the music. Y'all niggas ain't dope. Y'all niggas is bammer. What y'all niggas know about Sade No Ordinary Love? Noel Silent Morning. Again, Madonna, Who's That Girl? Y'all fucking niggas don't know shit about Who's That Girl by Madonna. Taylor Dane, Tell It to My Heart. Nigga, I said Taylor Dane, Tell It to My Heart. Fuck y'all fuck boy niggas. Y'all niggas ain't real. Not in my fucking book. Y'all niggas is shit fan noise. That's all y'all niggas, bammer ass niggas. Yeah, I said it, man. You motherfuckers could get up on the internet and talk about how you fucking this, dude, you know what I'm saying? You gonna fuck his wife and his girlfriend and shit? And just watch your numbers fall off. Y'all niggas fell off long time ago because y'all niggas weren't shit from the get-go. Anyway, fuck Migos. So I'm looking at Laura Branigan. Real music. 1984. What a coincidence. George Orwell. Self-Control. 1984 by Laura Branigan. Did y'all motherfuckers hear what I just said? Did you hear my top 10? Should I recap? Into the Groove, Madonna. Brenda Russell, Piano in the Dark. Shannon, Give Me the Night. And Let the Music Play. I just make that, it's number 3, but it's 2 songs. Laura Branigan, Self-Control. 1984. Martica, Toy Soldiers. Sade, No Ordinary Love. Noel, Silent Morning. Who's That Girl? Another Madonna track. And Taylor Dayne, Tell It to My Heart. That's my fucking playlist. Do you get it? I don't listen to fucking Jakes. I don't fuck with Busters. I don't fuck with Lames. I don't fuck with Jakes. I don't fuck with Posers. I don't fuck with Migos. I don't fuck with Auto-Tunes. I don't fuck with Auto-Goons. I don't fuck with Auto-Buffoons. I don't fuck with simps, man. You know why? They're bammer. So now check game. Let's go to the format that I've been alluding to. The word of the day, if y'all haven't figured it out, is bammer. Bammer is the word of the day for the new format of my show. And I'll explain the new format of my show here right now, as I began previously. So I start with the latest hip-hop news. That's number 1, followed by word of the day, which y'all already know is bammer, and who I'm listening to is also number 2. So again, I start with latest hip-hop news, followed by word of the day and who I'm listening to. 3, positive affirmation, like some Aikido shit. Like, thank you very much for tuning in. And if you're a fan of this show, if you support this show, I and we, as a collective as a whole, 495, we appreciate you. And hopefully you're having a blessed day, evening, night, wherever the fuck you are in this multiverse. So that's 1 through 3. Number 4, global news, regional. That's global news and regional news. Number 5, fashion, sports, traffic, weather. 6, movie review, restaurant info. 7, infrastructure surveillance, intel analysis. Number 8, product reviews. Number 9, stock analysis, financials, historicals, statements, due diligence. I need to write that in there. Due diligence. 10, old school tributes, rap, rock, ballads, etc. That's a format that I came up with. So sticking to that format, let's go through this. Already gave you word of the day and who I'm listening to. I started with number 1. Number 2, and look, I'm under 25 minutes here. I'm at 23 minutes and 58 seconds. Latest hip-hop news. Well, I heard that Tekashi 6ix9ine, free 6ix9ine, free Tekashi. I'm still a fan to this day. I heard that he's about to touch down, man, sometime around September or before, because basically he's no longer indicted. Like, his name's been removed from the federal indictment. Don't take my word for it. I don't know if that's true. I watch Jimmy Jams. Jimmy Jams is up on the shit. Like, he's on top of the intel in terms of Tekashi 6ix9ine, and I follow him. So I'm citing him and other sources, because it's not just him, but he's abreast. He stays abreast of the Tekashi 6ix9ine goings on. And so I glean a lot of intel from Jimmy Jams because he summarizes it and he's on top of his shit. So, Jimmy Jams and other sources have said that Tekashi, basically he's no longer part of the RICO shit. Like, he's not even really being charged technically with the RICO anymore because he's basically admitted to some of the shit he did. Now, there is no proof in my book that he snitched on anyone. I have seen through federal court records that he admitted to some of the shit that he did. And while he was doing that, the feds were out like arresting people who he was associated with. But that doesn't mean that just because those people were being arrested, that he told on them. I don't see any proof or evidence of that. And I've been the nigga who's been saying that this the whole time because I know how this shit works. I know how the fuck this shit works. The feds will make you believe that a nigga is snitching because they run PSYOP. And they want for motherfuckers to think that Tekashi's snitching on people. They might have asked him, yo, man, so now we're going to need for you to tell us about this dude. And he's like, I'm being honest, man. I don't know what that person did. And they're like, you're facing 47 years in prison. And he's like, I'm being honest. I don't know what that person did. I don't know that that person did anything. I ain't saying shit. They go out and arrest that dude. And the niggas on the internet's like, oh, man, see, Tekashi's ratting on people, man. He got locked up and such. This nigga, he just got arrested, blah, blah, blah. And they're going for this other cat. And now they're going to get this other cat, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't mean that Tekashi snitched on them dudes at all. He did admit to some of the shit he did. So, that's latest hip-hop news. Apparently, touchdown date is sometime around September. Heard he's been in the studio, like, with some agents and shit, like, recording some hip-hop rap shit, some new shit in a studio. Like, I'm guessing that, from what I've observed, when Tekashi gets out, he's gonna blow people's minds. Because these niggas think it's one thing, but I know it's something else. I've got this feeling that what all these, that 99% of these fools think is going on, that there's really some other shit that Tekashi has the proof of. And it's the, cause man, if he's recording shit in the studio, you already know, man, that first of all, he's not really in prison. He's at a location outside prison, and they bring him to some like federal facility to like check him in on like a little check-in. Like, here, take this clipboard and like check him in. Okay. So then it looks like he's there, but I don't even think he has like a DOC number at this point, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's probably in some fucking high rise somewhere. Niggas tend to think that he's in Pennsylvania. That's what Jimmy Jams and them say. And plus he's had, visitation there. You know what I'm saying? So he probably is there. But then again, who fucking knows? The feds are crafty. They're really slick. They're the feds. So he might want for niggas to think that he's in Philly. You know what I'm saying? The feds might want for niggas to think that he's in Philly. So they ain't, you know what I'm saying, thinking that he's in New York or somewhere. He might be fucking right down the street, man, from where they picked his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't really know. So that's the latest hip-hop rap news. Global news. Trade war? I mean, shit. We can't just let niggas punk us. You know what I'm saying? With this gas and oil shit, man, fuck all that shit, man. We gotta hit some niggas with some tariffs and shit. And then, of course, they might reciprocate and shit, but fuck them. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way the world works, man. We don't fucking bow. We don't fucking bow down to disrespectful niggas. And I'm talking about anywhere. I'm talking about Iran's government. Really, mostly. I'm not disrespectful toward China, man. They have their way of thinking. We have ours. I'm actually talking about Iran, believe it or not, man. And their fucked up government. So check this out. Regional news. Well, I've been talking about it, man. The news kind of is the weather. Weather is kind of the news. So, 14 May, talked about it earlier in the podcast. Looking at a little bit of snow somewhere out here in the Northeast. Somewhere. Fashion, sports, traffic, weather. Fashion, what's going on in fashion? Niggas still sagging their pants, still looking like fucking jakes. Still stupid ass niggas that ain't figured out that they ain't cool, that it's not cool, and that it looks horrible. And it looks, man, like they got major issues and major problems when they sag their pants. Niggas got their motherfucking they got their undergarments showing, their buttocks, because niggas still ain't figured it out that is derived from prison code for when you sag your pants, that means you're available to someone who is gay. That's what it means, is that when you sag your pants, that is taken from prison culture, and that means that a nigga is available to someone who is gay. That's what it means. That's exactly what the fuck it means. And niggas are still sagging their pants. You know why? For the same reason that motherfuckers roll down the street with their phone clutched in their hand, their phone fucking cradled up to their fucking stupid faces, and they're talking on their phone, having a conversation, driving under the speed limit. They do that because they're copycats. Because they're copycats. Because they saw someone else do it, they're unoriginal, and they're doing it themselves. Like cutouts, like, you know, gingerbread man, like cookie cutouts, like cookie cutter. They're just cookie cutter, cutout gingerbread man motherfuckers, man. That's all it is. It's like, take the cookie cutter, you make a gingerbread man, you cut it out, you make a bunch of them, then you got an accordion, and you know that sound, that accordion sound, it's pretty much auto-tune. It's shit. I mean, look, some people do it well, but it's like these niggas is fucking shit fan stains, man. They're just fucking jakes, man. Bammer! So, now that I put that into perspective, traffic, I mean, you know, you still got stupid motherfuckers driving luxury vehicles, thinking that they're better than everyone else, so they're making up their own laws, going under the speed limit and shit because they're in no hurry, because they're comfortable now in life and shit. I mean, I have luxury vehicles too. You know what I'm saying? But at least I drive the motherfucking speed limit, you know what I'm saying, out of respect and courtesy to others around me, you know? So anyway, I mean, you know, I just see a lot of Mercedes-Benz, you know, owners just driving like, you know, under the speed limit, going real slow. And I'm just kind of like, wow, that's an interesting stereotype, you know? That's just an interesting, disrespectful motherfucking way to be and act and behave. You know, oh, am I supposed to think you're cool because you're in a Benz? First of all, I don't even like Mercedes-Benz. Never fucking did. I don't really think they're slick. I don't really think that they're fucking cool, you know? And I know people who have owned really expensive Mercedes-Benzes, and they've told me, man, that this shit is just a lot of fucking hassle. So anyway, the point is like, you know, I mean, am I supposed to think you're cool? And then on top of it, you're like slowing down traffic and people are going around you and you're like checking your watch and shit. You're like on your phone, like smiling, like having some business conversation with someone in like Italy or like France or like South Africa. I don't give a fuck, dude. Why don't you go the motherfucking speed limit like everyone else? Oh, that's right. You think that you're privileged, you're above the law, and you're better than everyone else, right? So that's traffic. Sports. What's going on in sports right now? Shit, last year, a lot of injuries. TJ Oshie, man, shout outs to TJ Oshie. You know what I'm saying? From the West Coast and whatnot, from where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to TJ Oshie, you know, with the shoulder issue dislocation. Heard that he was out for the rest of the season. Don't know if that's true or not, any of it, but heard it, man. Shout outs to TJ Oshie, man, and the Caps. That is the Capitals. Let's see. This coming fall, man, come on, Giants. Come on, Giants, New York Giants. Let's do something. Man, I heard that the Yankees had the stellar lineup. But interestingly, in the news, man, I ain't really heard a follow-up on that. You know what I'm saying? People were hoping that the Yankees could do it again, like have another heyday, like do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I ain't been seeing too much about the Yankees in the feeds. I'm going to have to go back and bring up some Yankee intel. I'm saying sports news analysis and whatnot. Infrastructure surveillance intel analysis. Too many motherfucking road projects, man. Too many motherfucking road projects. The shit gets old. Shit is stupid. I know the whole conundrum. People claim it needs to be done. The workers who do it, they're like, yo, you guys talk shit about us, but then we're underappreciated after we fix a roadway. I mean, look, man, figure out a way to pave roads in America faster, okay? Some fucking dick-sucking corporation, some motherfucking U.S. American corporation or foreign corporation needs to figure out a way to pave a road in like an hour, okay? This whole fucking goddamn business about you gotta shut down a road, you know what I'm saying, sinkhole or some shit, and then you don't know how to fill it, and then it takes like all these days to pave a fucking road. Bullshit. We can send a fucking robot to Mars and get a signal back crystal goddamn fucking clear, not even a glitch or a problem, we can fucking pave a road in like an hour. And I'm pretty sure that with $1 million, I can figure out how to do that shit. And the fact that it hasn't been done already, I mean, man, if there's a technology out there that can pave a road in an hour, I ain't seen this shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it already exists. I don't know why the fuck it doesn't exist out here on the East Coast. Because when these niggas pave the roads, the shit takes like a week to do that shit. And that shit is some bullshit. All right, so that's infrastructure, surveillance, intel analysis, product reviews. Well, still never owned an Apple product to this day, and I'm almost a century old. What have I been hearing about products? You know what, man? At some point, I want to get a Switch. I ain't had a Nintendo Switch. I've never owned a Sony PlayStation 1, a Sony PlayStation 2. I'm not a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. Not a Sega dude. I don't like Sega. I never did. Their console looked fresh. It looked great. And some of their stand-up arcade games looked dope. They just didn't play well the same way that Nintendo does. They were very stiff. Shit wasn't in real time a lot of times. Like, whatever you did in terms of, like, your inputting or your input of the command, you would do your move, right? You would input your command, therefore, and when you would do it, there was like a microsecond delay, whereas with Nintendo was more fluid, and it was just a lot more real time. And Sega, it seems like, man, their gameplay, like, they cheated a lot, man. Like, they were on some cheat shit. Like, you're a character, like, you know what I'm saying? You'd lose so many lives, and you just pump it in quarter because the shit was just sketchy, man. You know, so I want to get a Switch, a Nintendo Switch, man. Because I've never owned a PlayStation 1 or 2. I've never owned an Xbox, and I've never owned a PlayStation 4. Now, I've been told that PlayStation 4 is the way to go out of Xbox and PlayStation 4. I've never owned one. My cousin, let's see, I can't even actually remember which one he has. I'm going to have to ask him. But I've heard overwhelmingly that PlayStation 4 is the way to go, but that Xbox isn't bad either. Like, Xbox isn't bad. But if you got to decide, I mean, even though I'm a fan of Microsoft, I'm also a fan of Sony because I've released music on Sony, DADC. That's right. I put music out on Sony, DADC. Got a song, man, I put out a long time ago. It was underground. I recorded it, man, on the fly. It's called Clown Moves. In fact, it's about niggas sagging their pants. It's called Clown Moves. I put it out on Sony, DADC. That's right. I actually put out a track on Sony, DADC. So I'm a fan of Sony. I mean, I gotta love Sony, man. Sony Walkman, like Sony, like the company, Japan, right? By the way, my friend, she just got back from Japan, my lovely co-host, and she explained her whole experience there, man. Man, shout outs to Japan, shout outs to South Korea, shout outs to China, shout outs to Asia, shout outs to North America, shout outs to everyone around the world, man, who are peaceful and allied with America in the West. So, yo, check this out. I think Nintendo Switch is the way to go. Because though I'll have, at some point, a PS4. Oh, by the way, I met this cat. He told me that I need to get up on the VR thing. And I've been researching VR since, like, you know, for like the past 5 years as a researcher analyst. He told me, man, that he went to sleep with, like, virtual reality goggles on every night for, like, several months. And I was like, yo, bro, I mean, ramification-wise, like, I'm not a medical doctor. I can't give any kind of, like, medical or legal advice. But, yo, bro, that might not be safe. And he was like, yeah, I know. But he just loved it so much, VR, that, like, he'd go to sleep at night and he'd have the VR goggles on. And he told me that it's a whole different universe of reality. And I was like, yo, it probably is. But, yo, bro, like, got to tune out of that sometimes. Like, you can't just stay VR'd up. You know what I'm saying? This shit he told me was fucking nuts. And I was just like, yo, and we just kind of laughed about it. Stock analysis, financials, historical statements, due diligence. What are we doing in stock? Big scheme. What are we doing in stock? What are we doing in stock? Man, I still got my money in, still got some of my money in marijuana stocks. I got 50,000 shares of one company. Let me look at my let me look at my screener here without going into particular specifics, but let's take a look at the market, because yesterday the market was down by like 700 points, right? Let's see. Looking at GE, okay. All right, GE, okay, uptick. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Ooh, oh man, the crypto blockchain, we got to get that up, you know what I'm saying? Looking at hemp, need some help there. Well, I mean, some blockchain is up. Oh, okay. See, I invested previously in Gopher Protocol. Dang, I'm gonna have to get back up on the Gopher Protocol. Good move there with that 15%. Let's see, what are we looking at here? All right, some healthcare system shit, and because I'm not going into specifics or. Okay, oil. I see. That's why. All right, that's why I got gas for cheap today. All right, that's good. That's good. I ain't really fucking with currencies right now. I did the Bank of Greece. Made my money back, and then I just sold off the shares. Hey, shout outs to Greece. Shout outs to Greece. And let's see. What am I gonna? One more. The dollar. Okay. Hanging in there. So yeah, man. So, stock news, you know what I'm saying? Analysis right there. Things is a little better than they were yesterday, despite the tariff war and shit, imposing tariffs and like trade war shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's good. Old school tributes. This is number 10. Old school tributes. Hey man, I'm still looking forward to the let's look up Kool G Rap right now. Let's get Kool G Rap's intel down. Cause Kool G Rap, man, I'm looking forward to what he was talking about on Vlad TV. I'm a huge fan of Kool G Rap. Let me see. Kool G Rap. Road to Riches. American rapper. 1989, 2018. Son of G-Rap. What? I want for y'all to check out Kool G Rap, spelled with the K. Kool G Rap. Yo. Man, my dude right here. I mean, I don't know Kool G Rap. I love to shake his hand, you know what I'm saying? Man, I look up to Kool G Rap. So this is from Wikipedia. It says, the discography of American rapper Kool G Rap consists of 7 studio albums, 2 collaborative albums, and 30 singles. Look at this. Kool G Rap performing in New York City, 2006. Come on, man. Okay, it says, check game. Because a lot of y'all post-millennial niggas and a lot of y'all motherfuckers who be millennial and shit, y'all millennials, y'all niggas don't even know who Kool G Rap is. 99% of you. You need to learn who the fuck Kool G Rap is. Out of respect to hip-hop and rap, if you claim to have knowledge of hip-hop rap, period. Says here in Wikipedia, I want for y'all to go to wikipedia.org and look at this same information. Kool G Rap, studio albums, 7. Compilation albums, 5. Music videos, 13. EPs, 2. Singles, 30. Collaborative albums, 2. Mixtapes, 4. Guest appearances, 81. Come on, man. Stop fucking playing, y'all. Y'all niggas, man. Look, Road to Riches with DJ Polo. That's when I first started listening to Kool G Rap. Was back in 1989 when the shit was when it first debuted. And it says here in Wikipedia, whether it's accurate or not, 14 March 1989. So if you do the data on that, man, if you do the data link analysis, look, it's May now, March, April, May. So that's 2 months to the day, 14. 1989, let's do some math. 89 to 90 is how much? 1. Okay, so 90 to 2000 is what? 10. That's 11. To right now is what? 19. 20 fucking years ago and 2 days. 20 years. Oh, and sorry, 2 months. Did I do that math right? Let's do that again. 1989, make that 1990 to 2000. That's 10 years plus 1. That's 11. It's now 2019, so add 19 to 11. Okay, what is that? Come on, simple math. 9 plus 1 is 10. Oh, shit, wait, hold the fuck up. That's 30. Damn. 30 fucking years ago. Whoa. Yes, you got to do that shit by hand sometimes. 30 fucking years ago, Road to Riches with DJ Polo, Kool G Rap and DJ Polo. That's when your boy One Sir Grove heard Kool G Rap for the first time. Label, cold chit. Look. Says right here on Wikipedia. I'm citing this. Label, Cold Chillin', Warner Brothers. Come on, man. Like, yo, and it says right here, U.S. R&B charts, 26. Man, it doesn't get better than that shit. Right here. Next, 1990, 1 year later, August, Wanted Dead or Alive with DJ Polo. Released August 13, 1990. Label, Cold Chillin', Warner Brothers. Okay? Third, released 24 November 1992. Live and Let Die. Also with DJ Polo. So that's Kool G Rap and DJ Polo. Label, this time it's just Cold Chillin'. It doesn't say anything about Warner Brothers. All right, that's number 18 in the U.S. R&B. Number 18. Check game. After that, after Live and Let Die, number 4, 12 September 1995. Label, Cold Chillin', Epic, and Sony. All right? It's called 456. That's what it says. It says after Live and Let Die in 1992, 3 years later, 12 September 1995, looks like the album was called 456. Released on Cold Chillin', Epic, and Sony. Man, it says number one peak charts position in the U.S. for U.S. R&B. Number fucking 1. And the discography goes on, man. I can't explain everything to y'all, man, who want to learn about this shit, hip-hop, rap. Y'all motherfuckers from the post-millennial era. Y'all millennials and shit. Y'all motherfuckers need to get up on some real shit, man. Hey, straight up, y'all motherfuckers need to know about Kool G Rap and the history of rap music and what fucking real music is. So, that brings me to the following. Now, I studied in school. I got notes here. I got notes, okay? Y'all motherfuckers just be, come on, man. Let's get to the notes. I got a lot of notes. Let's take a look at some real music here. All right, I'm gonna share with y'all some intel, some musical intel. Oh, what does this say? Buckeye? Buckeye, Advanced Persistent Threat versus the Equation Group. Huh. And then it says U.S. General Todd Walters, NATO top military officer, Supreme Allied Commander. Wait a second. Ministry of State Security, and then I have an arrow pointing to Buckeye with a slash, and then it's APT3 Alpha Papa Tango, and then the numeral 3, and then I have an arrow pointing to that says Advanced Persistent Threat versus the Equation Group. Never mind, I just said that. So anyway, looking at my notes here, the shit for brains ass punks, rat ass bastards, in terms of these motherfucking so-called hip-hop motherfucking know-it-alls and shit, using auto-tune on their fucking voices and shit, pretending like they're some kind of musical artist and shit. I wrote this: reprehensible, invective, nefarious, internecine, base and despicable, parasitic vermin. Then I wrote styrofoam. Never mind that. Yeah, reprobates, ingrates, incestors, and turd stains. What is it? Was this from another? Oh yeah, this is from another podcast. That information there. All right, so here we go. So I made a list of composers who I've been listening to, and I'll just go through. Okay, so you got Chopin, Handel, Schubert, Wagner, Haydn, Mendelssohn, Schumann, Vivaldi, Schumann, Vivaldi, Sergei, Dvorak, and Rachmaninoff. What do y'all motherfuckers know about that, though? I listen to classical fucking goddamn music, okay? And so, Shostakovich. So these motherfucking Stravinsky. So these niggas claim that when they put the auto-tune shit fan device on their fucking mouths, when they do the effect for the shit stain sounds, like the Migos, and then they claim that they're fucking musical artists, man, that's some shit stain ass noise right there. Versus real music. I'm your boy, One Sir Grove, OSGOE. One.